The director of JKY Limited provide the following information. For the year to 30th April 2020, revenue purchases at 30th April, inventory, trade receivable, bank overdraft. Okay, all sales and purchases were made on credit term. Inventory at 1st May was valued as following. So they asked to calculate the rate of inventory turnover. So first of all, we put in the formula of inventory turnover. Okay, this is the working. This side will be the answer. And they say that to 2 decimal places. So that's the information that we give to the question by the question. Okay. Okay, let's see what are the information that we have. Rate of inventory turnover, we write the formula first. Rate of inventory turnover is taking the cost of sales divided by average inventory. Okay, this answer must be in times. Okay, first we calculate the cost of sales first. Cost of sales, which we get opening inventory. This is opening inventory. This is closing inventory. Opening inventory is 8,000 plus the purchases. Purchases is 121,618 minus closing inventory 11050. Okay, so this is the information. So we put in 8,000 plus 121,618 minus 11050. So this one is 118,568. So this is the cost of sales, and our average inventory, which is the opening inventory, which is the opening inventory of this one 8,000 plus the closing inventory 11505 divided by 2. So this is our average inventory, 8,000 plus 11050 divided by 2. So we get 9,525. So this is the amount that we get. Next is that rate of inventory turnover. So we take the amount. Okay, let's put in here. Okay, let me put in here. Taking the cost of sales 118,568 divide 9,525. So this is the amount that we get, and then the amount that's calculated 118,568 divide 9,525. So we get 12.44448. So this is the amount that we get. But the question says 2 decimal place. So make sure your answer for it, you put 12.45 and put times at the back. Okay, the answer is 12.45 times. Okay, that's for the number 1. Okay, number 2, they asked to prepare the trade receivable turnover in day. Okay, so the working also same. They say that round up to nearest whole day. Okay, so now we go to see the information. Okay, the formula to calculate trade receivable turnover, we have to take the trade receivable divide credit sales times 365 days. So there is a formula. Okay, our trade receivable is 28700 divide revenue, because it's total, all are in credit. Okay, purchase are made in the credit term. So we straight away times 365 days. Let's move a bit, put a bracket. Okay, put a bracket. So we know that this should be divide first. So 28700 divide 209510, and then times 365 days, we get 50 days, exactly 50 days. So this one, in this case, rounded to the nearest is also 50 days, because no need to round. It's exactly the number that we get. So this is the answer for the trade receivable turnover. Okay, now let's move on. The rate of inventory turnover for the year ended 30th April 2020 was lower than the previous. Okay, 2020, I mean 2019, we compare 2020. Okay, 2020 is how many times? Okay, 12.45. And they say that is lower than the previous year. That means this one should be higher lah. Let's assume it's 15 times. This is just assuming only, okay, not the real one. Where else? Rate of inventory turnover. And then trade receivable turnover. So this one is, what is the day? 50 days. And this one higher than the previous year. That means this one is a lower, let's say 30 days. Okay, this is only estimate, assuming, just for easier to see the number to compare. Okay, explain the effect of the change of the inventory turnover. See how many marks? 3 marks they given. So when the inventory turnover change, what is the risk or what is the benefit that we get? Okay, for the B one, inventory turnover. Okay, inventory turnover for the year ended 30th April 2000 was lower than that of the previous year, indicated to us that the business, okay, see what is the business name? JKY Limited. Okay, that JKY Limited has obsolete inventory issue risk in the business, because when it's lower, that means your goods is not turned around so fast. It may be whole in the warehouse, become spoiled, become no value in the market. Okay, what is the, can say, has obsolete inventory risk in the business because the company has to take longer time to dispose, to sell the goods. So that is the problem that we have. And other than that, because you hold too long, but this is 3 mark, you just write block a little bit more, 3 points together to get more confident on the mark. Okay, the next point that we can talk about, the company also have to incur storage costs and administration costs to manage the inventory. Okay, the cash, okay, the liquidity, okay, the liquidity also will be affected due to cash tied to the inventory. So 3 marks should be enough point. Okay. Now let's, other than that, what else we can talk? Okay, this is 3 marks. This is also 3 marks. Okay, in trade receivable increase. Okay, the trade receivable turnover increase in year 2020 show that the company has problem to collect debt from its customer. So this is a problem that we foresee, that he cannot get money from the customer. So what is the problem when cannot get the money from the customer? The risk of irrecoverable debt increase and affect the business profitability. So this is the, what we can say, profitability. Other than that, what else the point that we can talk about? Okay, here, what else that we can think about? The company unable to venture into new business opportunity due to short of cash flow. Okay, so that's what we can say about the trade receivable issue when it's increased. Now let's continue. The director are concerned about the level of trade receivable. They are considering introducing the cash discount of 1% for payment made within 21 days, or charging interest on the amount outstanding. Okay, there are 2 options they wanted to do. One is give the cash discount. Another one, charge the amount outstanding after 30 days. Advise the director whether they should introduce the cash discount policy or interest charge policy. Justify your answer, one advantage, one disadvantage of each. So in this case, we talk about the cash discount first. Okay. Advantages. Okay, the advantage to introduce cash discount, this one, number 1, okay, we put point, encourage customer to pay faster or prompt payment. So then after that, when customer pay prompt payment, this will improve the improve the company cash flow. Okay, and also that one we can think of when the cash discount introduced, what else that we can think about? We will reduce the irrecoverable debt. So this can be talk about advantages. So these advantages okay, disadvantages is an expenses to company. So these expenses will reduce profit. Okay. Other than that, okay, when we pay cash discount, then what else? The customer, okay. Then for customer who is unable to make payment on time, they may angry with the company and refuse to pay. After that could be happen. So now the advantage of charging interest. Advantage of charging interest will be number one. This one will encourage customer to pay earlier to avoid being charged with late interest. Okay, so that is the possible. Other than that, number two, charging the late interest will encourage the customer to pay, and then the advantage irrecoverable debt. Okay, we can use the point number three, reduce the okay, this is 2 points. We can talk about the advantage, disadvantage. Okay, disadvantages is that customer may stop buying from the company. Then the company revenue and profit will be affected. So this could be could happen if the customer refuse to pay. So then what else you can talk? The relationship with customer may worsen. That means they don't want to come to buy from you. So this is a disadvantage. Okay, other than that, what else we can talk? Okay, let me see. Advice. Okay, same thing. When advice, we have to make conclusion. So what is the recommendation that you want to choose for it? For me personally, I would prefer cash discount because cash discount is to encourage people to pay fast. Okay, so we choose. For me personally, I prefer cash discount. So I will advise director to choose cash discount option instead of charging interest. Okay. Then after that, What else we need to talk? I would advise director to choose this action will not affect relationship with customer, but encourage customer to pay faster to enjoy cash discount. A may feel that what we can see, don't talk about customer. This action will not affect the relationship with customer, but encourage customer to pay faster to enjoy the cash discount. Okay, other than that, the cash collected will improve the cash flow of the company. So this one is more advisable to do, but subject to individual. If you prefer the charging the this interest, late interest charge, up to you, you decide. That is the question. Okay, you don't need to follow this part if you want to choose others. Next is that the information is in the accounting statement affected by the accounting policy. Explain the director, JKY Limited, the importance of the following objectivity in selecting the company accounting policy. What is a comparability? Comparability is to ensure that when we prepare the financial statement can be compared year to year with a similar business. So what we're going to write is that accounting policy should be consistent in order to be compared with previous financial year result or compare with other similar businesses. So that is the comparability talking about. So what else that we can talk about is that, okay, next is the any change of the financial accounting policy should be disclosed in the note to the account of financial report. So there is a thing that we need to take notes. Accounting must be comparability, which is similar business, so that we can use it to compare with the similar businesses or compare with the previous financial year. Okay, the next one, number 2, relevant. What is a relevant? The information prepared. The information prepared by the company, by the business, okay, is relevant if it can affect the business decision being made. Okay. Other than that, how to make it relevant? So to ensure the information is relevant to user, the information must be available on time for the decision making. So next is that, because it's only 2 marks, so 3 sentences enough already. Next one. Okay. The relevant information will help director to evaluate past, present, and future event. So that is the relevant that we can talk about. So the key thing here is affecting the, okay, let's move on. Give me a minute. Let me clean up first. Okay, the key thing for this one, relevant, is that affect business decision make. So that is a key thing about the relevant concept. So that's all for this